Hi, welcome to Hoover Hill Farms. I'm going to do a quick video and answer a lot of questions that potential buyers ask me for your success when you bring your puppy home. The first thing that I want to state is that you want to limit their space for success on potty training. Toy poodles, small miniature poodles, their bladders are very, very tiny and they go pee a lot. So I'm going to give you for instance, if Chester's, past the door over there playing, his bladder is so little he could not make it all the way over to that pee pad. So sometimes I have to put a pee pad here if I'm not on top of him. Okay, so you want to think, okay, I need to, limit my puppy's dog space, or else you're going to have accidents all over your house because his bladder's too little. Now, what they're eating is between 4 and 5 times a day, probably between 1 and 2.5 tablespoons of food, and that's it. Chester, he probably only eats about 1.5 tablespoons of food. After I feed them, I always give them a dry kibble. This came from Sam's Club, and it's big, and it was the one that I like the best, that has the best nutrition. So, I'll give them maybe 5 or 6 pieces each, and that helps clean off the wet food from their teeth because, poodles, you have to keep up on their teeth. So the other thing I want to mention is my playpen setup. I always have a playpen. It's close to an exit door so that they can make it outside to the bathroom, along with my bell to teach them to ring the bell. And I use the reward system. So when they do go outside and potty, have some treats with you. Good boy, you went potty out. Get him to ring the bell, and he'll pick up on it. Okay, this is an 8-panel heavy-duty metal playpen area, and you can put it in, many shapes. I use it to also separate my rooms inside the playpen. The way that this is set up for 2 puppies, so there's 2 day beds. You only need 1, and then of course their crate, and I always put their pee pad there. Now this came from Temu. This setup is about 5 feet long at the biggest point, and about a little over 4 feet wide. So it's perfect, especially for a small dog. And I will show you a picture of where I bought it. And I just did it this morning. My crate is a 24-inch, and it came from PetSmart. I'll show you a picture of that, where I bought that. It's perfect size. It holds a small dog bed, plus enough area, about I'd say 4.5 inches, to put these size bowls, in there if I want to leave. So let me go ahead. Oh, and when you have a crate, please do not use crate for punishment. Always cover it with towels. That is their safety. That is their home. The other thing I wanted to mention, all this is foldable. So this playpen is foldable, and their crate is foldable. So you can pack all this up and put it into your compact car. And I will go ahead and show you. Now this is a picture of where I bought the playpen from PetSmart. So it's selling right now for $35, because I don't know how to do the links. And I just took a picture of this morning. This came from Temu, and this is the heavy duty. So I can always send you the link if you're interested, or just try to get the same picture for that. And that is his crate that his playpen that I've got set up. Now I want to move to my station. Please always put down a heavy, thick towel. I like to put mine on the countertop when you're grooming them. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. What I use for small little dogs, this metal brush, please do not use that. This is for my bigger dogs. For my smaller poodles, I use the plastic, because, they're tiny. They're only 2 months old, and, their hair is their baby puppy hair, and it's different. So I will use this, and I will also use a small metal comb. And we'll move in the other room, and I'll show you, because most of the stuff I bought from Temu. And so we're going to move around to, the vitamins. The vitamins that I use is Vitatabs, mom and dad get a half. You don't have to buy a big bottle. I got this off from Amazon. The puppies get a small, just a pinch, and keep this in the refrigerator. The other thing they asked me is, what do you use for heartworms, intestinal worms, fleas, and tick prevention? I always try to keep up to date with that. So I love this. This is new this year from my vet. That this is actually King Cash's, and you just squeeze it in between their shoulders, and I absolutely love it. So ask your vet about this. The next thing that we're going to step two is always have you a teapot. This is what I heat up with my kibbles. I do not like to feed them dry kibbles for their meals, only to clean their teeth. So you want to get you a tea kettle. The other thing is baths. A lot of people ask me about baths, and I'm sorry, I'm a farm girl. Haven't had time to do the dishes. I give all of my poodles baths in my sink, and I use both. Just make sure it's really warm and pleasurable, and I turn the music on, and I use shampoo and cream rinse. The other thing I got off from Temu were these wonderful, wonderful towels. They're the new absorbent, and I mean, they're super thin, but they're like the stuff that you use to clean your cars when you wash them, and they're just super, super absorbent. And I really like them because they have a hook on them, and they're big. So, with these absorbing towels, they will actually, because poodles' hair is so thick, they dry them really, really quick, and then I can hang it up to dry it. And then after, I wrap them up in the towel because you want to keep them warm. I put them in a small little room, my bathroom, to enclose it, and I use a blow dryer, and I use that brush in there, and I blow dry them. Now, the other thing you want is, since we're on Temu, all this came from Temu. This is my grooming setup for, any dog that I'm doing. And so all these shears came off. This is the one that I really like the best for the babies, and it came off from Temu. I love this one. And then, this is the bigger one I use for my bigger dogs. And then I also have a nail grinder, and I use that one for the smaller one, and then the bigger one as needed. And then, of course, it comes with all the different attachments, and I do use these. Okay, the next thing that you want to purchase, and this also came from Temu, is a set of shears. And make sure that see how the ends are? This way you can't cut them or hurt them if you're new at this. And I forgot what they call them, but you want to make sure you have a, rounded one. And I don't know all the proper names for it. And usually for my puppies, I use this one quite a bit. And it has that blunt end so that they cannot get hurt. And this is my room that I have for my dogs when my house is put back up. And you always want to have an area in your house that is, their own room. So like with all the puppies are gone, the other crate goes in here. And, this room is probably only about an 8 by maybe 5. And it's my laundry room / office used to be, but now it's / grooming area. And this way I can shut the door. They have light. They have their 2 crates. They have their water and their food. And then I will put a pee pad where Brindle's bed is, because normally that's out. But this is how I try to set this up when they're, older and their bladders are working. All dogs need their own little space. So let me shut the door to keep the baby poodles out. I hope this answered some of your questions. I want to look at my book. Transportation. That was one thing I wanted to mention to you. I do not do transportation because I only breed once a year. That's up to you. But I have found that you can either, have someone pick them up and drive them, or either, airplane. And if you're going to, fly them, please call them up, because I found that they've changed their regulations for their carriers every year. So you might want to check on that. The other thing that I've noticed is the the type of carrier, regular ones. They've got like the little backpacks in the front, or the sling type. Chester loves them. And me, I'm a farm girl. And him and Sarge, they go in my shirt, and they're used to being carried that way. I would suggest looking into the sling type of carrier, around your chest. So when you're traveling, shopping, just your everyday routine. Anyway, everybody's taking their nap. So Sarge, you decided to sleep over there, okay? Chester decided to sleep in his playpen. And I guess mom and dad's in the bed. So everybody's taking a nap right now because we've been up since 4:30 this morning. Anyway, I hope this helps you, and I'll help answer any questions I can. And God bless you all. Love you. Bye-bye.